What's up, Richard? Timmons here. In honor of the new show on Netflix called The Beast in Me out now, I decided to go ahead and do my top 10 favorite Claire Danes projects. I only include like two TV shows on this list, and the rest are movies, really. So here is my official top 10. Number 10 is the 2005 movie called Shop Girl. It is about a lonely department store sales clerk in LA finds herself torn between two very different men, a rich older suitor, and a clumsy but young kind of young man here. And of course, you got Claire Danes who plays Maribel Butterfield, who's the shy autistic woman who, of course, pretty much torn between Steve Martin's rich character, rich older character, and Jason Schwartzman's character Jeremy. And it's a really decent little rom com that's well worth a watch. Claire Danes' chemistry with both Steve Martin and Jason Schwartzman's pretty good. Really decent little film if you guys haven't seen that. All right, number 9 is The Rainmaker. Of course, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, starring Matt Damon, Claire Danes, Danny DeVito, Jon Voight, Mickey Rourke. It's of course about this young lawyer played by Matt Damon who takes on a powerful insurance company accused of denying coverage to a dying young man here. It is of course based on a book by John Grisham. You got Claire Danes who plays Kelly Riker, who's a young woman trapped in an abusive marriage who finds her ally in the Rudy character. And she gives a really decent performance to her role. Her chemistry with Matt Damon is really good. Really decent performance of hers. Number 8 is Igby Goes Down. It's pretty much a coming of age tale about a rebellious teenager from a wealthy family who rejects privilege as he drifts through like New York's bohemian world. You got a good cast list that includes Karen Culkin, Claire Danes, Jeff Goldblum, Susan Sarandon. And here you got Claire Danes who portrays the role of Suki Saperstein, who's a witty, free-spirited young woman involved in a complicated relationship with both Igby and his brother here. And Claire Danes really does play the part very well. Has lots of charm to her. Very like plays her with some warm charm, Emily and stuff, and she does such a good job in this one. Really good little film too, by the way. Number 7 is Little Women. This was actually her acting debut, really. She of course plays one of the March sisters, Beth March, and it's of course based on the iconic beloved novel and follows the March sisters as they grow up during the Civil War, facing love, loss, and self-discovery. Of course, you got Claire Danes who plays Beth Marsh, who's the shy sister who's compassion and musical talented, touches everyone around her here. And again, this is actually her acting debut, and she did a really good job with her part. Obviously, other great performances by Winona Ryder, Kirsten Dunst, Susan Sarandon. Some really other good performances around her. You got a young Christian Bale's even in this. I mean, this like the Greta Gerwig version was pretty decent, but the one from like 1994 definitely is just as good. All right, number 6 is Temple Grandin. Now, this is actually directed by Mick Jackson and stars Claire Danes, who actually won her a Emmy, Golden Globe, and SAG Award for her performance. She plays an autistic woman with an extraordinary mind for visual thinking and animal behavior. And this is one of her best performances, in my opinion. She really plays the part very well. Uh, of course, seeing her like play an autistic character nowadays, people might find it offensive and all that, but still, Claire Danes does such a good job, say the least. She transforms into the character perfectly. You also do got like Julia Ormond in this, Catherine O'Hara, David Shafarin, some really good performances throughout too. So really decent film there. All right, number 5 is Broke Down Palace. Now, this movie stars Claire Danes and Kate Beckinsale as two best friends in Thailand who are arrested for drug smuggling and must fight to prove their innocence as they endure like brutal imprisonments and stuff. You also got like Bill Pullman. The chemistry with Claire Danes and Kate Beckinsale is excellent. Really good script here, good dialogue. Danes really plays the Alice Maronin character pretty well. Very rebellious nature that leads them into danger here. Kate Beckinsale is great. Really good film there. All right, number four is her TV show here. One of her TV shows, that is, and that is My So-Called Life. The show premiered from 1994 to 1995, and it is, of course, a groundbreaking TV drama that follows this high schooler named Angela Chase as she navigates adolescence, friendship, romance, and all. You got very young Jared Leto's in this. I mean, of course, Claire Danes plays Angela Chase, and she does such a really good job playing the teen struggling with identity, self expression. Obviously, the show came out around a time where, like, other teen dramas was finding their place, like Beverly Hills 90210, many others. And My So Called Life is really, like, it's not as good as something like Beverly Hills 90210, nothing like that. But it was pretty decent. I mean, it's just a shame that they didn't really last too long, but it's a really decent series as well worth watch. And I guess you'd say the show really paved way for other TV teen dramas that came out after and on. All right, number three is another TV show, and that is Homeland. Homeland, of course, is a espionage thriller starring Claire Danes as CIA agent officer Carrie Matheson, who, after suspecting a rescue U.S. Marine of being turned by attackers, becomes entangled in a web of politics, loyalty, and all. Of course, Claire Danes earned multiple Emmy and Golden Globe awards for her performance. She does such a good job here. Really plays the part very well. The show ran from ran from 2011 to 2020. Ran for a pretty good long time and all. And again, the performances by Claire Danes is great. Damian Lewis, Manny Patinkin, Marina Baccarin, some really great supporting players throughout. Homeland is a really excellent Showtime series as well worth watching there. Number two is Stage Beauty. Stage Beauty, of course, is directed by Richard Eyre and takes place in 17th century England when women were banned from acting, and a celebrated male performer of female roles finds his world turned upside down when women are finally allowed on stage here. Of course, Claire Danes plays Maria, who's the devoted dresser at Secret Admirer here. You got Billy Crudup, who's always great. Rupert Everett, the late great Tom Wilkinson. I mean, the costumes is great. The performances by Claire Danes is terrific. Billy Crudup is wonderful. I mean, Claire Danes, of course, played the Maria character. She really looked great there too. So really good performance there. And my favorite Claire Danes role is obviously Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet. I can say this is the one that really, like, obviously she did do My So-Called Life beforehand, Little Women and stuff. This was actually the one that really put her on the map for most people. It is, of course, the modern day retelling of Shakespeare's tragic love tale set in a flashy, gun toting world of Verona Beach. Yeah, there's actually, you would never expect this is a Shakespeare film. Like, there is some interesting stuff that you would not expect from a Shakespeare film. And of course, you got Leonardo DiCaprio who plays Romeo, Claire Danes as Juliet, John Leguizamo's in this, Paul Rudd, Paul Sorvino. I mean, it's a really wonderful film. Baz Luhrmann did a good job here. The chemistry with Claire Danes and Leo DiCaprio is really good. I mean, they really play off each other well. It's a really decent romantic, like a really decent Romeo and Juliet adaptation that is always well worth a watch there. But that's pretty much it there. Here is my quick rundown. Number 10, Shop Girl. 9, The Rainmaker. 8, Igby Goes Down. 7, Little Women. 6, Temple Grandin. 5, Broke Down Palace. 4, My So-Called Life. 3, Homeland. 2, Stage Beauty. And number 1 is Romeo and Juliet. Now, other films she's done, The Family Stone with Diane Keaton. Evening with Vanessa Redgrave. Stardust, she was great in. The 1998 version of Les Miserables. To Jillian on her 37th birthday with Michelle Pfeiffer. The Hours, Polish Wedding, U-Turn. Fleischman in Trouble. She's been some. Who remembers the Mod Squad? Not a good film, but anyway, let me let you guys. What are some of your favorite Claire Danes projects? Draw comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Tim.